G'day, this is Blake him for Monster of the Week through Open Hearth, whatever you want to call it. Gaming group, Intrepid Hunters / Heroes ? Currently at a frat party, as you do, in Bozeman, Montana.
Terrible town.
I'm sure it's lovely.
Every man for himself there.
All right. So, as I recall, Amber was, you remember last time, Amber was sort of helping herself to the dorm rooms, looking for evidence or possibly valuable things in the dorm rooms while other people are at the party. The party? God, I sound old. Ethan was out in the car park with Vanek getting a tour of the place. Where's Vanek? Right, so there's Vanek, one of the locals. Seemed slightly more articulate than the other hockey bros that Cy was talking to. Okay. So Meg's still in the same room as Cy, and there's where all the people are mingling and drinking and saying what because the music's too loud, etc. Okay.
Cy had also just gotten a psychic impression of someone in danger. One of the group people in danger, I'm pretty sure, is my vague recollection. But I'm forgetting the details.
Did you? Does anyone else remember that? Because I don't. I'm not saying it didn't happen. I just don't remember it.
I just have that you smelled root beer and then Ethan's cologne, but Ethan wasn't there.
Oh yeah,
that's right. Yeah.
So I was going to at some point, maybe not the first thing that happens today, but I was going to try to extricate myself from this conversation and go try to find Ethan.
Okay, cool. All right. So
slightly before the nick of time instead of slightly after the nick of time.
So, Ethan, you're out in the car park. You were with Cheryl and Vanek, but Cheryl went back inside. Vanek's still out there with you. He looks out sort of into the woods at the edge of town, and he's like, I thought I heard something. Hang on, I'll be right back. And he runs into the woods.
He just unseated.
Yeah, he's just ran off. You can go back into the party. You can wait there. You can follow him. You can call one of the others.
Yeah, I'm going to follow him. If anything else, just because I think that he might be in trouble to whatever's out there. And we're just gonna quickly text a message to the group saying, out in the back, following a guy in the woods.
Okay. Amber, in the various dorm rooms, because you've checked out like 5 at this point, nothing really super obvious. Can't remember.
I know I found in one of the rooms.
Change your clothes or something.
Clothes, yeah, stuff on the bed that smelled like wood, some blood spatter, and other bits of hair. Different bits of hair that smelled like different shampoos.
That's right.
And 2 guys shared the room, and I took a picture of a photo that they had together for reference, and was going to go back and look around the party for one of those for that guy for either of those guys.
Okay, so Meg gets Ethan's text and she reacts with a frowny face emoji and starts making her way towards Outback. Amber, this lady comes into the room you're in, doesn't seem to be alarmed by your presence.
these kind of frat parties, people end up in other people's rooms all the time. I think you sort of assume that's going to happen.
All right. So that lady comes in. And she says, and she closes the door behind her. Hi. Amber, isn't it?
Yeah. Do I know you?
Oh, I've had a few people mentioned your name in these parts. You like this campus? You think you'll sign up here? Or and she's getting some wine out of a cupboard.
Well, yeah. Like this is, I don't go to too many college parties, so like I was really, I had to sit down for a little bit, so I came here. But it's been pretty fun so far. Everyone's been really, really welcoming, really friendly. Yeah, like
That's cool.
seems like a cool place.
Oh, actually, pour some wine into a couple of glasses and hand you a glass.
Oh, I think I've had like enough for right now. Do you have any like I could use some water though. Do you want to get some water?
Mm, there's water in here. It's very nice. And she's just sort of holding it in front of your face. All right. Let's flip back to Meg going to the car park. Oh, sorry. Over to Sai. Sai was talking to Daniel and Yanis, and they're like, dude, we heard there's like a bear in the woods. Let's go check it out. Yeah. Maybe we could like shoot it with a flare gun. Yeah. And they
Are
like,
you
"Come on,
guys
dude?
are you guys crazy? Like
No, dude, we got a flare gun. We're gonna scare off that bear.
No. These aren't normal bears, man.
What?
No,
But-
you can't just like. I mean, yeah, sure, yes, it's dumb to like.
No, the Chicago Bears. They play for a shit team. No, we go, man. You coming?
No. The government's been experimenting, man. These bears are like cyborg, and like you cannot trust them. You got to stay inside. The bears, like I've got evidence here. All these bears, like these are bad news bears. And I have the see it all fits together move, which means I can use sharp instead of charm when I manipulate someone.
Okay.
My goal is to manipulate these people into staying in the party and not going into the woods, and definitely not trying to provoke any bears.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, it's kind of uphill battle because they're powered by ego. They want to get that selfie, posing with the guns over the bear.
So that's 2d6 plus 2 as... That's a 10 on Manipulate Bros.
Okay. So, all right, if you could find something like a big magnet or something, so we could stuff up the electronics on this cyborg, then we'll go out then.
Well,
Don't
no, I
wanna get
mean,
more.
guys, I've been working on it. This is this town's not safe until we find a way to handle these government bears. But people keep going out because they think they're normal bears, and
Yeah.
you can fuck with a bear. That's everybody knows that. But these things, no, it's bad news. You're just gonna get yourself killed, and for no good reason. The government's just gonna experiment in your body.
Cheers, Steve. You're all right, Brian. They're just a bit pissed.
I take a shot.
He's all right, yeah. All right. So Ethan and Meg are out in the car parking lot. Yep. What are you doing the same?
Oh, Ethan, I'm glad you're still here. I was worried you had just followed some sketchy guy into the woods by yourself.
That was the plan. It seems that I've just lost sight of him. He was quite nimble for a lad of his size. So, how things going on your end? Find anything at the party?
It's a bunch of drunk bros talking too loud.
All right.
It's hardly a
Um,
fascinating experience, but
no, you did overhear that Vanek had moved here about 6 months ago, so he didn't know his way around as much. And
so this Vanek guy just like invited you out here and then ran into the woods?
Yeah, he offered me to show me around the place. I took
Which
him
he
out
did.
his office. Yeah, I took him out his office. He did show me around a bit, but he then just said that he hears something out in the woods and just ran towards it.
Okay, that's super weird. Do you think we should go in after him or see if he comes back?
No, I'm like, we know that something's out there, and I'm afraid that if we just leave him on his own, he's just going to get himself killed.
Yeah, you're right. All right, I'm gonna text Amber to let her know that we are both heading into the woods.
Okay. Amber, you're in the room with the other lady. Oh, yeah, and she says, "Oh, my name's Cheryl." Actually, didn't Amber make the phone call with Ethan? So you've already met Cheryl. You'd met her before. She was the one that was looking for her friend that went missing.
Oh,
Meg went and met with her.
she's the one that
Ethan.
was looking.
She brought Ethan to this party, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I've heard her name because we've discussed this beforehand.
Yeah. She's still holding the wine in front of you, and you get the text from Meg.
Yeah, my phone buzzes. Let's see. I'll take it. Yeah, I will take the wine. I'm not going to drink it. I'll bring it up to my lips and make it look like I'm sipping it. But I'm endeavoring to watch her the whole time.
All right. Okay. It just makes.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, she's making small talk about, hope you like it here. It's a nice town. Some of the guys are a bit simple, but they're friendly enough. And yeah, you've been in enough situations. You know there's something off here, so I'm going to get you to roll plus sharp.
Yeah, that sounds right. Okay, that is a 7.
All right, so under read a bad situation, you've got one option.
Okay. Are there any dangers that I haven't noticed?
Every now and then she'll glance at your glass of wine.
Yeah. Okay. Well, she's got drugged wine and probably not a gun.
Hey, that's an asset. Drugged wine. You can use that.
Yeah, I was thinking about spilling it on her. I'm gonna check my text while I'm making the small talk and just be like, oh, I think my friend is texting me. She was talking to this boy, and it's this whole thing. And see that text, and then I need to get out of this situation pretty quickly. Although I'm trying to think if it would be useful to get information from her. So let's see. What did Meg tell me? Did Meg tell me? Meg said we're going into the woods after a strange person.
Classic Meg.
My character motivation does not allow me to stand here and pump this chick for information because my best friend and my crush are going into the woods in danger. So I'm going to fake spill the wine on her, and to engineer a situation where it is the only socially polite thing for her to do would be for us to then have to leave this room.
Yeah. All right. So she was. Oh, great. Whatever. Look, you do what you have to do, Amber. I'm not afraid of you.
Why would anyone be afraid of me? I'll see you
That's
later,
what she
Betsy.
says. So, all right. So you leave and you run to the car park or whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna still run and try to follow them.
So, but Silas back at the party. Okay. I can be nice and say Si sees Amber run past the window, so if he wants to join, he can. He doesn't have to.
So the thing I got the vision of Ethan's cologne, and what else was the other thing I perceived?
Root beer.
Yeah, no, I think I don't see Amber because I don't have a cell phone, so I'm not getting these texts. My assumption is Ethan's in trouble in the basement.
Okay. So you're looking for a way down to the basement?
Uh-huh.
Okay. The other three are headed into the woods. All right. Amber, Meg, Ethan, you all meet up. There's an MC move called Split Them Up. It's like, I don't have to use it with you lot. You do it on your own. That frees me up to do other stuff. Okay.
I guess in order to be met up.
Yep, so you're heading into the woods.
Mm-hmm.
Are you stopping to get weapons or anything? Or are you just following Vanek as closely as possible?
I have a gun in my handbag.
I've got my special knife on me. I feel like we don't want to waste any more time following Vanek.
Yeah, I also got a gun on me, so I think we're just gonna see if we can follow Vanek.
I'm gonna as we're meeting up, just like, because otherwise I'm not gonna have a chance at this. I'm gonna show them both the picture and say, like, quick before we run, have you seen either of these people?
Sorry, which picture was this?
The one of the two frat guys whose room I was
Oh, right.
in. Is one of them Vanek?
Yes.
Okay. Just tying that up. Okay, that's bad. He's probably a werewolf.
Right. Okay. So, Silver, staying together and trying not to get eaten by werewolves.
It's a damn fine plan.
Almost as good of a plan as let's go after the werewolf into the woods.
See, now you're confusing the issue with facts.
Yeah. And I'm gonna call Sai. And like I'm not like
he doesn't have a phone.
Oh God, I forgot. Love it. Okay, yeah, nope, no time.
I can say you've got your walkie-talkies on you, but you're rapidly going out of range.
Like, if we want Sai out here, Meg can't have like caught his eye on the way out or something. Because we were in the same room. But
Well,
it could also be fun if Sai wants to go out to the basement.
Yeah, no, I think it's more fun.
Cool.
More fun, at least for the reunion to happen midway through the scene and not at the beginning of the scene, at the very least. If not, bad things happening because of bad decisions.
Okay, so you're in the woods and you're looking to try and catch up with Vanek. So this would be... Yeah, it's not really act under pressure, investigate a mystery. I think it's just roll plus sharp, unless you've got some sort of tracking move. Ethan, I believe you were following track, so roll plus roll plus sharp. Get my word. Nine. Okay. Yep, you've you can hear something moving out there. You can see the jacket and shoes that Vanek were wearing just kind of plonked at the bottom of a tree. Excuse me. But you don't see any footprints. Meanwhile, down in the basement.
Yeah, I think I'm sort of like playing up a little bit my intoxication, although that intoxication is definitely not zero. And sort of like stumbling around and like going opening doors and sort of stumble through one that I find stairs at.
Okay. Yeah, so you can get down to the basement. It's not exactly well guarded or padlocked or anything. It's quiet. The sounds from the party is pretty much muffled quite nicely through the floor.
Always a great sign.
Yeah, not much. Yeah, it's suspiciously quiet down there, but then again, everything's suspicious to you.
Yeah,
But yeah, no one around.
Sound insulation, perfect for a plot.
But yeah, it's oddly quiet.
So what does it look like? Like, what's the basement being used for?
Storage. There's like gas and water pipes. There's like old archives of student records and academic papers and stuff.
I try to find where the kegs are.
Not that room. You have to keep looking. There's quite a few rooms down there. All right. Yeah.
Because kegs are what I keep seeing in my vision, seeing and smelling.
Okay. You get back in Amber's van's full of 8 kegs.
Well, good news and bad news. Bad news, I didn't solve the mystery.
Well, I found a shitload of beer. All right. Are you going towards or deeper into the woods, or are you going back to the parking lot, or?
I think I would like to read a bad situation.
Are you just like looking and listening, or?
Just trying to get a feel on what's happening here. Like, Vanek left his clothes. We think he turned into a werewolf. We don't have any sign of a werewolf going in a particular direction. This is definitely not a safe situation we're in.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay. Yep. All right. Read a bad situation. 9, so you got 1.
Yeah, I'm curious if there are any dangers we haven't noticed.
Yes. Well, you mean aside from Sides back there on his own? Yes, the three of you in the woods, and it's fairly cold at night time in autumn. There is, because you were dressed for a party, not dressed for sort of going out in the woods. It is so there is the cold, but there's also a big bear about 30 foot up a tree that's diving towards Ethan. What are you gonna do, Ned?
Oh, shit! Yeah, I'm gonna try and tackle Ethan out of the way.
All right, so that would be protect someone.
Yes. Oh no.
do have luck.
So, this bear in a fairly big, tough, furry-looking bear thing, generally bear-shaped, as picked up Meg by the shoulder, turns to Ethan and says, "Do you want this? Do you want to be like this? I could share this power. You could be strong too." And it's just sort of holding one-handed, holding Meg above the ground while it's looking at Ethan. You muted.
Just assume Meg this entire time is just screaming like, "What the fuck?"
The first thing he's going to do is going to get out his gun and just level it at the bear thing.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like, just put it down, buddy.
Before it does anything, Amber, do you want to do anything?
Where am I in relation? Is it like am I facing it from the front?
Presume you would be as soon as it picked up Meg. Yeah, but you're like 10 feet away. You can try and slowly go around to a flank if you want. So if you want to like line up a shot or something so that you don't shoot Meg, yeah. Because it's tall and it's holding her up in the air. So if you just want to crouch and shoot it, sure.
Yeah.
Or if you just want to hide behind a tree or something.
I want to pick up a fistful of dirt and throw it in his eyes.
That would be act under pressure.
I would love to. Okay. Feeling cool now. Yeah. Okay. 9.
Oh, okay. Worst hard choice. Yeah, So you grabbed a bunch because you weren't sort of looking at the dude. You just kind of grabbed some. So you either temporarily blinded both Meg and the bear thing, or you missed.
I think it's good for the bear to be blind. So I think I got some dirt in Meg's eye as well. Meg's tough as nails, and now maybe the bear is like holds his hand over his eyes and drops Meg. Would be ideal.
Yeah, it's not dropping Meg. It's still hanging on to him, but it's got its head down and it's shaking him while still sort of holding Meg. But okay. It throws Meg at Amber, but misses because, it's got dirt in its eye, so it's a terrible shot. So you just kind of get thrown down to the ground. But, while you can't really see too well, which is not great, but meanwhile, back in the basement.
Have I taken some harm from this situation?
Yeah, just one.
Okay.
It's messed up your hair, so So back in the basement, you found there's a keg room with all the kegs and supplies and food supplies and stuff.
Does this seem familiar to me?
Yes. There's no one else there now, but that room does seem quite familiar to you.
I'd like to look, because Sai is exactly the kind of suspicious bastard who would do this. So I'd like to look for secret doors.
Haven't heard that in Monster of the Week before, but okay. I guess that's act under pressure with sharp.
Unless it's investigate or read a bad situation. Investigative history could apply.
It's definitely not read a bad situation. You're not threatened or anything. I suppose investigate a mystery.
All right. Just make sure I'm not missing any moves here.
But some of it may just be confirming nothing, like nothing happened here.
Yeah.
But hey.
Okay, so just +2. So many tabs. There we go. There's some XP. That's a 5.
Wait. No, I'm not going to apply that penalty to the rest of the party. They've got their own shit to deal with.
I'm at the point where I'm prepared to spend some luck to avoid getting hospitalized again with future moves, but this kind of thing I'll have to take the XP for.
Oh.
So I'm just like rummaging through the room, like for looking around. I like hold up, I light a match and like see if the flame flickers, and I'm going around like probing around at walls, like trying to move kegs out of the way. Like it's got to be there somewhere.
You find a change of clothes stuffed behind some of the kegs. And there's like jeans and a flannel shirt. The jeans have got some blood on them. Actually, so is the flannel shirt. Not like saturated, but yeah, you can see it.
About what I expected. There's got to be something else here.
All right. This lady walks in. Hi there. I don't know your name.
Oh, hi. I'm Steve. I heard there was like beer down here.
Yes, there is, Steve. And she shakes your hand. Strongest grip you've ever felt, and I mean ever. All right, let's flick back to the woods. So yeah, Meg's just been chucked at the ground. Ethan, the bear thing and Meg have, their vision's a bit impaired by the dirt that's been chucked. What do you want to do?
I guess I'm going to help Meg get back up on her feet. And probably just take like a shot at the bear thing.
Are you trying to hit it or just trying to scare it?
But it's shown to be hostile at the moment. Probably gonna just shoot it in like a leg, just to kind of maybe limit its movement.
Yeah. All right. So kick some ass.
Kick some stuff.
See, all the good rolls were last session.
Gotta level up sometime.
Okay. Yeah. So it sees you go to shoot. It sort of rolls to the side and then leaps on you and bites you on the shoulder for 3 points of damage. It's trash your whatever suit you were wearing. Didn't have to be this way. Gnaws your shoulder. Meg, what would you like to do?
Am I able to see now?
Kind of.
All right. Well, if I feel at all competent to see where I'm going, I want to try and attack this bear.
Yeah, you can do that. It's right here. It's not like you try taking a distant sniper shot or anything. It's right in front of you. It's big. Yeah, go for it.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna run at the bear and stab it with my silver knife.
All right.
Oh, no.
Wow! There's a lot of failures. That's 3 in a row. I feel blessed. All right. Yeah, the bear's just gonna smash rake a claw through your guts. You've got internal armor anyways. All right, so there's 3 points of damage minus whatever armor you've got. But yeah, your guts is bleeding.
My leather jacket is shredded.
No!
Amber, Ethan and Meg are toe to toe with this big bear thing.
Oh yeah. This is messed up, and I can't take this guy. You know, I'm wearing. I think I said I was wearing like. Oh no, I have like a silvered letter opener. So I think it's time to find out if he's a werebear or just a bear guy. So I'm gonna try to stab him in whatever vulnerable area is convenient with a letter opener. Kick some ass. My tough is.
I'll give you a situational +1 because looking at you 3 from a big bear's perspective, you're the least threat, and it's already engaged with these 2 that it's got blood from. So yeah, it's not focused on you at all. Go for it.
Eyes still hurt. So I'm gonna use a luck. I haven't used any yet, and that's so many.
Okay, that's 4 failures in a row. Wow.
But
all right.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
All right. So you stab the silver FNA letter opener thing right into it, and it's going roar, and it's the others have to duck out of the way because it's flicking its claws around and it's going roar, and it starts to run off. Is everyone just going to let it, or are you going to chase it, or?
I'm going to throw my silver knife and try and hit the bear somewhere vulnerable.
Yeah, still kick some ass. Okay.
Well, that's not an outright failure.
Current exchange. Right. So what we can do, we can say it grades it, so it does hit it and it does hurt it, but it's not as deep as what you would have done. The knife sort of clatters to the ground. Okay. Back in the basement.
Yeah. Sai looks down at the grip and says, "Oh, that's very firm. What are you? Like, werebear would be the obvious guess, but I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure if that's your style. This is Bozeman. This is the town's just lousy with magic here. Vampire, something else. You gotta help me fill in the gaps here."
I'm not a vampire. I don't mind daylight for starters, despite that stupid movie. Anyway. So you're...
Paranoid
really?
is what they call me.
Oh, yeah.
But,
I can see why.
It's easy to connect the dots when you really look.
Really? I'm going to get a really bad situation because part of your brain that isn't just curious would know you're in deep shit.
Yeah, no. That's plus sharp.
Yep.
Okay. There you go. And I will pause. I'll take the XP.
Okay.
That's
Yes, you're
I'm
minus
not,
one tough. Okay. So you're not a threat to her at all.
I'm 0 tough, but
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not a
So
physical threat to her at all, at the very
no.
least.
No. So she's like, I don't have time for this. And just backhand you and you get smacked unconscious.
Okay. Any harm or just
Okay.
out of action for a while?
Just out of action for a while.
Okay.
You know, the
Wait,
people watching that.
was she telling the truth when she said I'm not a vampire? Because I can't tell.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
definitely not a vampire. I can promise you that. So, and you know, the camera will follow her one-handed, put Sai over her shoulder, walk out of the parking lot, and lean him up against Amber's van. Alrighty, back in the woods. Okay, so the bear thing has ran off. 3 of you were there, hurt, but no one's actually wounded, I don't think.
He didn't speak badly wounded, I would say.
Right, you got your
right
shoulder
to the
gnawed
shoulders.
on. Meg got her abdomen attacked.
Yeah, Ethan's just going to be under the ground, just kind of like holding his shoulder, just kind of suffering there.
Fuck, is everybody okay? I mean, like, most of your parts are inside of you, just hurt, right?
Oh, yeah. Gonna need some serious antiseptic, some bandages, and a new jacket, but I'll be okay. Oh, we should bandage up that shoulder, Ethan.
That is pretty bad. I'm pretty sure that this is going to warrant a visit to the ER at some point. Maybe a rabies shot as well.
Are we still right next to where we found those clothes? Can we steal them and use them as bandages?
Yeah, it's like, 200 feet back that way, but yeah, you can just wander back, grab them.
I do also pick up my knife from the ground on the way back.
Yeah. Poor Amber almost lost a scrunchie out of her hair.
I lost a perfectly good silver letter opener.
I mean, when he was thrashing around, it would have come out, so you'd still
Okay.
have it, but it
All right.
definitely affected him. Really, well, I'll say him, bear thing, really didn't like it.
Okay, I was about to comment that, like, I'm not really sure if it's a were creature because I stabbed it, and usually when you stab things, they don't like it, whether it's silver or not. In my experience, limited as it is, but it did seem to really not like it for being poked with a letter opener for being a big bear. So I'm gonna say were bear.
Where bear? Oh. Wait, shit, is werebear contagious? I don't actually remember.
Yeah. So coming down to the adrenaline on that, are you gonna turn into a werebear? Because we need to find like a witch or a potion.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know
I'm
how
gonna start with the
werebears
idea.
work.
I'm not going near any witches. One bad experience was enough for me. But hopefully this isn't contagious. Like, God, I hope not.
Shit, we need to regroup.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Sai would probably know something about this.
Yeah, let's go find Sai and get out of here.
All right. So you come back to the parking lot. You notice Sai leaning against Amber's van. There's a couple of hockey bros there. They're like, dude, wake up. We got a big magnet. And they got a magnet from the science lab. And they're like, you coming into the woods?
Nah, man, she's one of them. Oh. You gotta watch out for her.
Is this the moment when your 3 bloodied friends stumble out of the woods into the
Yeah.
car?
Yes.
Yep.
Hey, Sai, we really need your advice on. Oh, hey guys, what's advice on hockey tickets is what we need.
Yeah. We'll talk about that when we get back. We got the magnet. We're going to take on the cyborg bear. And they like go to fist bump Sai, but realize he's half uncut.
No, man. Oh, no bears. Yeah.
I think you've had too much, bro. Maybe just chill.
I'm gonna try to think quickly with these guys because it doesn't seem like they're gonna be discouraged. But I'm gonna say, yeah, we just saw it because I think that's credible because we're bloodied. Like we just got attacked. It went that way, the total opposite direction.
All right, so you're doing them a solid by leading them astray. Yep.
Yeah.
Don't even roll. That's fine. They're like, oh, cool. You've obviously just been fighting a bear and ran off. And yeah. They're intoxicated. Yeah, that's fine. They go that way. Meg. Actually, no. Amber, you've been around Meg, been in fights enough to know that Sai's in like a bit of shock. His pupils are dilated. He's a bit pale and stuff. He's obviously taken some sort of head damage.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah. Well, you watch out for her. She's one of them.
Yeah. Is it that chick with the curls?
Yeah. Yeah, super strong. Didn't want to talk. Very rude.
Okay. All right. We're gonna get you. We're gonna get you sitting down. We're gonna get you. Bring it to like the rear, bumper step to just have a sit.
Yeah.
And like.
Yeah. Sip some water. Sit down for a bit.
His wits gradually come back to him.
Yeah, and you you.
As it does when I'm taking a severe concussion.
All right. Yeah, it's not like brain damage or nothing. It's just you don't your
Yeah,
head
you just shake it
around.
up. Well, I've seen books and TV shows. This is how it works. You have a stiff brandy and you're fine.
Oh. She tried to drug me, I think, and said she wasn't afraid of me earlier.
She didn't know who I was. Said I wasn't worth dealing with, which kind of insulting.
Wait, are we talking about Cheryl? Cheryl who was looking for her friend and pointed us at this party?
Yeah.
Oh. Wow, I did not see that coming.
No, why did she want us to? If she knew.
Ethan, what are you doing?
I'm probably like in the back of Amber's van, just trying to see if I can find like any painkillers or anything just to like alleviate myself of the just agonizing pain. That's probably just like the mold and
Right.
shoulder.
So you'd probably have a couple of first aid kits back there and some basic painkillers, whatever. Sure. Otherwise, you're gonna have to go to drugstore, chemist, whatever you call it. But yeah, there'd be some supplies in the back because you guys have done this before. So, all right.
And through
It's
size
like-
connections, I think our first aid kits come with like some, low strength like Vicodin, like more, maybe just a little bit.
Yeah, hey Sai, do you know if Bearness is contagious or not?
But it seems like the sort of thing that I would know. Like, I wouldn't have to look up. Especially
Well,
since I've
I
been
mean-
thinking about this for the past day. If it's knowable. If it's a question of, different people in the community have different theories about bear lycanthropy, then that's something different. But if there is an answer, I think I would just know that. If it's more complicated,
Well-
then that may require research.
Yeah, there's different types of it could be like bear spirit possession, or it could be lycanthropy. But even then, there's like 10 different versions of sort of how it works out. You have access to that information, but you're not.
Okay. You got to be more specific here. What type of lycanthrope are we talking about?
It was a giant bear.
No. I know this is a bear.
The sketchy guy.
Yeah, no.
Turned into a bear, and then he jumped on us, and he bit Ethan's shoulder.
But like, there's either 7 or 9 different types of lycanthropy, depending on which blog you believe, and they all manifest differently and transmit slightly differently.
Yeah. In some of them, being bitten is a concern. Yes.
Yes. Yeah. So it's possible that you are now a werebear. It's also possible that all you've acquired is some expensive medical bills. On the plus side, those are probably pretty mutually exclusive.
Yeah, but great. I didn't turn it into a verb yet, so I'm hoping it's just bankruptcy on my end.
I mean, unless it's type 2, which it clearly isn't, it will take some time. You're
in most of them, they like regenerate wounds quickly. So if he wakes up in the morning and the wounds are completely gone, kind of a good thing, not a good sign.
It takes some time for the infection to fully manifest. Again, excepting type 2, which doesn't seem to be the case. Well, there's a couple footnotes there, but probably not type 2. But that narrows it down to 6 and or 8 other possibilities. So I'm going to need to do some research, and I'm going to need you to describe to me exactly everything you observed, and hopefully we can narrow this down.
Should we head back to the house?
The party, the kegger, yeah. Or are you going back to?
Ethan's in no shape to go back.
Oh, I meant, should we go back to Sai's place where there's medical supplies and research?
Well, that's like 3 hours away. Because you're both
right,
staying doubled up in motels in Bozeman.
So how badly are the rest of you wounded?
I'm bloody in a couple of places.
A leather jacket would never be the same. Something's up with that woman too. She. So there. Oh, I did find. I found the cellar that I saw in my vision. No one was there. Didn't find the secret passage. Still think there may be one down there. But I did find a bunch of clothes.
Yeah, they take their clothes off before they change. It doesn't seem like it's
That's just sensible
thing, or that it's something they do on purpose, or at least know is happening.
These were male clothes I found on there?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, if she's still around,
Don't you have her number?
Yes, Ethan does.
Yeah, if you want, we can maybe just see if we can get back into this cellar and see if we can find anything now that we're all grouped up.
No, just like, whatever. There's now 4 of us here. Just ask her to come talk in the parking lot.
Well, when you ring, she doesn't answer. You could easily go to the cellars. There's still most people are still at the party and that the kegger. So
what if I'm the least?
I'm the least visibly wounded. I have just a bonk to the head.
You are. Maybe could you ask around the party and see if she's still around? Like maybe she left, and if she didn't, I don't know. She's strong, but like I'm sure we can come up with a plan.
Yeah, there's something about it it doesn't feel like the werebear thing. Like
the plan is get her.
I don't know. I feel like she's working a different angle. That's all. But all right. If I scream, Meg, you know what to do.
Right.
So I, straighten up my. No, I don't think he even bother. He's not a straighten up your clothes guy anymore. He just walks right into the party, a little muffled, a little mussed.
Yep. Yeah, Cheryl's not there. She left like half an hour ago or so.
Okay. I ask around a little bit, like, I was talking to her, and she seemed kind of interesting, but what's her deal?
Yeah, don't know. She transferred here about 6 months ago, and friendly enough, talks to the guys. Doesn't talk to the ladies much. It's a bit weird. Doesn't, yeah. Mostly talks to guys. I don't know. Strong though. We had an arm wrestle and she kicked my ass. Like, man, how embarrassing is that?
No way, bro.
Yeah, man. I gotta go back to the gym again, you know.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we always say.
No, seriously, she was strong.
Yeah, no, I believe you, buddy. Oh, okay. I think I'm done for the night. And I head back out and report both that she has left, that she's confirmed that she's super strong, and that she's got a thing about gender. It says she only talks to the guys, only talks to men, which seems like that's something.
Weird.
Den mother.
Is this the case of only guys being able to become bearbears?
I gotta do some research, but you guys are bleeding. Ugh.
I know I'm bleeding, but seeing as the bearbears and here, Sherry isn't here, and it's pretty busy. This also might be a brief opportunity for us to go in there and investigate this cellar.
Oh, so you're taking them to the cellar you went to? Yep. That's fine. You can all go there.
That. Yep.
Yeah. So you take them there. There's no one there. Someone wants to roll investigate a mystery. I'll give you a situational +1 because there's 4 of you looking.
So one of us needs to roll?
Yep.
I think that's you, Sai.
All right.
If you want, I could possibly use the help out to.
Oh, you want to do it that way? Yep. Okay.
Should I do the help out then?
No, I can just say you're all helping out. You automatically get +1 because there's like 3 extra people. So
that's a 10 plus 3, 13.
Smashed it. All right, so you got 3 of the investigative mystery ones.
So I got 3 of those.
Yep.
I mean, the thing that I'm most interested in is what sort of creature is it?
Well, going by the fact that the moon is full, and they, took their clothes off before a big beast appeared. Yeah, it's some sort of lycanthrope. It is not a cyborg bear. It is not possession, because even with possession, you're that strong. And, that thing, one arm had Meg up well above the ground. So, yeah.
Again, because Sai's the one investigating, what is being concealed here?
It's being concealed here. You sort of talk about the attack on Nick, Amber's friend, which is one of the things that brought you to town in the first place, and his clothes were actually missing. And you then found his clothes stashed in the cellar.
So is it like something, a card or something identifying it as Nick's?
Well, yeah, Amber would have seen him enough time going, yeah, that's Nick's stuff. So, yeah, someone attacked him out in the woods and then brought his clothes and stashed him here.
That's weird.
Yeah. Where did it go?
Well, it's not here. It's definitely not here. And it's definitely not at the spot where they fought the bear thing in the woods. But being human, it's still got to eat and sleep. So it will return somewhere nearby at some point. It's not like it's flown in from out of town. It has a den nearby, basically.
Yeah, I guess I relate all that. Like, I was sure there's going to be a secret door here.
You always think there's going to be a secret door, Sai.
Well, eventually there will be. It's not my fault that supernatural monsters lack creative ambition.
I still get like, why would somebody attack Nick and then take his clothes and hide them?
So, like, Nick, what happened to Nick again? Was he killed or disappeared?
He was attacked in the woods.
Yeah, no, he got attacked. What happened to him?
He was mauled or something.
He's in the hospital.
He's in the hospital. Okay. So I start sort of pacing with sort of really uncomfortable, nervous energy.
So it's about 11 at night now. It's getting pretty cold. And we'll take a bio break there. 5 minutes, right? Or you need 10? Or
Doesn't matter.
5? All right, we'll go 5. Yeah.
5 works.
David, let me know when you're back. Been rewatching the old Buffy the Vampire series. So much grunge 90s music. It's like, wow.
Oh man, it's been years since I've watched Buffy.
Yeah, it was about 10 years. So I thought, oh, I'd go through this again. It's like, oh, wow.
I had never seen the movie.
Oh, yeah.
I watched it like around Halloween. What a terrible, hilarious film.
Yeah, the Minions death scene, they just went on and on and on. It was so good at the end of that. Okay. Everyone good? Jolly good. Okay, so it's autumn, nighttime, 11 at night, down the cellar. You can stay there, or you're going to go back to the motel. It's going to go back out into the woods. The party's still going.
Go back to the hotel and regroup sounds like the right call.
Yeah, as I walk out, I'm gonna take like a full glass of beer that's just been poured over by the keg out of someone's hand, drain it, throw the cup on the ground, and leave.
You get a cheer of applause and all right. All right, you go back to the motel. You could pick up some first aid kits on the way or whatever. Yeah, sort of clean up your wounds in terms of antiseptic and stuff like that. Yep, not a problem. Ethan, what do you think you'll do when you get back to the motel?
Well, I'm guessing all of us are in the sim room at the moment, just discussing what we figured out and see our next move. So Ethan is going to be like, okay, so any idea what's coming up next?
Sai, are any of the types of lycanthropy reversible if we catch it early enough? Like, is there something we should be doing for Ethan in case this is contagious?
Muted.
No, Ethan doesn't have anything to worry about. Hey, did anyone want some tea? We should all have some tea.
What aren't you telling me? You always do this when you just want to avoid talking about something.
There are some theories that type 8 lycanthropy, which may or may not exist, depending on who you believe. Some beliefs that herbal tea delays the onset. This is very, very contentious in the blogs.
Let's do it. You get me some of that tea.
I think it's a fairly common kind of tea that's held out to be an antidote, and I think when we stopped off to pick up some medical kits, so I sort of grabs some and just like pulls it out of the bag, and says, "Someone boil some water. I've got research to do."
All right. So you're having a chat in one of the rooms. Ambo, what are you up to?
Pacing and thinking about what did this lady come here for? To like make where bears? Like, is this related to other things? What's going on? How do we track her down? Just thinking about that.
Meg, what about you?
I think I'm sort of full of nervous energy. Like, I want to be able to do something about this, but this is not a situation I could solve by stabbing it. So I'm just sort of like bouncing around, making unhelpful suggestions.
I mean, you definitely heard it when you stabbed it, so you know.
Sure, but I cannot cure Ethan's wounds by stabbing something. So yeah, I think I'm just sort of wandering around, poking my nose in things, trying to help. Maybe numbing my own wounds a bit.
While you're in the motel room, you there's like a little butterfly ornament in the kitchen area, and you have a brief vision of you're laying on a bed and your body starts convulsing, and then it just erupts into like thousands of butterflies, and the butterflies smash out through the nearest window into the street and start devouring people. and then you're back in the room.
What? That was fucking weird. Oh, shit. Usually when I get these flashes, they mean something. This does not seem good. I'm going to tell Amber about this.
That's a wild vision. Have we seen anything with butterflies recently?
I don't think so.
Like,
Mm,
does she have like a like maybe does there like a lower back butterfly tattoo?
I mean,
oh, no, does she?
check.
Alright, so in Cy and Ethan's room, there's a note in like the little desk drawer next to the Gideon's Bible.
A note?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's handwritten.
Mm-hmm. Sai pulls on a pair of plastic surgical gloves. Or pulls on one of them. Again, you guys are not sure where he keeps getting these. And he picks up the note and looks at it.
What you got there?
But it's in the chat.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Griselda the Dancing Jack died in 1968. Does anything in this note ring of any bells for me?
Well, you had heard of that legend in this sort of tri-state area. You also notice the handwriting is in your mother's handwriting.
Extremely suspicious. I have more research to do.
She was one of those ladies that could type 90 words a minute, but if she wrote something down, it was generally important.
Yeah, I think
More importantly, why is this in this room?
I'm going to switch on the radio. There's like a clock radio here, I'm sure.
Yep.
While this is happening, Ethan is just going to search up Griselda the Dancing Jack on his phone and see what comes up.
Okay. Yeah, the legend of this ghost that sort of goes along the highways in this area. On the radio, it's both kinds of music. It's, yeah, Garth Brooks. Dear. Maybe the Dixie Chicks. Yeah, classy stuff. All right. Are you gonna stay up chatting, or are you gonna get some sleep, or?
No, I'm gonna pull out my laptop and fire up my 3 VPNs and
Use one to access the other to access the other. Yeah.
and start researching things.
Okay.
Even though he thinks other things are maybe more important in the long term, he's going to focus on the lycanthropy risk as he sips his herbal tea, and also takes shots from a unlabeled bottle of some sort of clear liquid.
Okay. Amber, Meg, you staying up? You gonna get some rest, or?
I think unless there's something more that Meg can actually do for the Ethan situation, she's going to try and get some sleep.
Amber's gonna suggest before we go to sleep, but like, I don't know, is it?
But tie Ethan to the bed.
Yeah, Yeah. Or hands or something, probably you're not going to turn into werebears overnight, but might be worth
That's
the
a good
risk.
point.
I would 100% set up a security camera in the room.
Yeah. Should we shuffle around so that Meg and Ethan, who are at the greater risk of werebearification, are separated from the
Did you
others?
want to share the risk, or do you want to put all the risk in one room, or?
That way, if we
Is Amber volunteering to watch Ethan over the night?
We could, why don't we put Amber, Amber, Meg, and Ethan. And Meg and Ethan are gonna be tied on the bed, and then Amber will sleep in the chair. And that way, someone, there's only risk to one person who's not potentially a werebear, and if they wake up, I can just, run and leave.
Okay. So you take your precautions.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Don't fuck around with werewolves. I almost died once.
Hey, no werewolves here.
Lycanthrope.
Yeah.
Lycanthrope.
Okay, so Ethan and Meg would probably fall asleep quickly because once you got painkillers, you're wounded, and your body's like, "Yep, rest time." On. Amber's probably restless because there'd be a party brain going, "There could be were creatures in the room." Wake up! Wake up! Sai researches until he crashes as usual.
Mm-hmm.
So you can do an investigator mystery roll if you want, Sai.
I very much want.
You don't have to. You can be looking up porn. I don't care. You do you.
This is size porn.
Alrighty.
10 plus 2, 12.
Damn. You used all your connect the dots on for this one?
I did, yes. I only got the one this time.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just bringing up my actual PDF, which I don't have open.
Let's drop that for a sec. Okay.
Okay. So what can it do is the most pressing question here, specifically with regards to the danger of infection. But more, if I pick up other stuff, that's fine. But what can it do is do to people is the primary concern.
Okay. Apart from being strong and they regenerate their wounds and stuff, if it was like a possessive spirit, it would hop from one to the other. It doesn't multiply. Whereas lycanthropy, whether it's biting or sharing each other's blood and stuff, it can create others. So that would be your biggest concern, I would say.
And obviously, it's been established there are multiple different types of lycanthropy. Do I have a sense of how, having been bitten and clawed, what danger Meg and Ethan are in of infection?
If it's the type that goes by infection, if they kill by the next full moon, they will change at the next full moon, and if they kill that night, then they stay lycanthropes. If it's the infections type. If it's the type where they have to share blood, the biting is half of that. The other half is they've got to ingest the other person's blood.
Sorry, the first one is they'll turn at the next full moon unless the lycanthrope is killed by then? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
with the sharing blood one, they've done half of it by being bitten. They need to take some of the other person's blood.
Which is sort of the vampiric way of turning.
Yeah.
And I know that at least the woman is not a vampire. Or does not believe herself to be a vampire. Let me clarify. But seem fairly certain about that. All right, I got another question here. was it going to do?
Well, you heard from chatting with the others, it was trying to offer Ethan to, join us now. So it looks like it's recruiting. At least some of the time.
Is this atypical for lycanthropes?
Yes. They often want to expand their pack or their swarm or whatever you want to call it.
Yes. And that Anna was the woman? Was that
Cheryl.
Cheryl? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, just sort of talking to myself. I got the room to myself, no one to yell at me for making noise, and just sort of theorizing. Okay. So she only is interested in men, apparently, but wasn't me. Follows around frat boys. Maybe she's recruiting only certain muscular types to join. Interesting. Okay, and then it's just out halfway through his brainstorm.
All right. Sun comes up. We'll say it's 9 in the morning, so the sun's up. People that are wounded get a box back of health.
Sai knocks on the door and says, "Everyone still alive in there? It's for science."
Yep, we're still alive, humanoid.
That's a very suspicious thing to say, just in the abstract.
Look, we're worried about being bears, but we're not bears.
Yes, obviously.
Right, Amber?
Yes. Can I hear from Amber before this door gets opened?
Does she stay silent?
Amber, you're muted.
There's no bears yet, Si.
Yes, no, I've got information on that. If you could let me in.
Oh, yeah. Here, I'll let you in. And rub the sleep out of my eyes and start untying my friends.
It would have been funny if I was wearing like a bear suit or something.
One of them could break out of this in like half a second without being a bear person. But
all right, so I've got good news and bad news. The good news is, or the bad news is, you're almost certainly infected with lycanthropy.
Shit.
The good news is, if we kill the lycanthrope who infected you before the next full moon, you're in the clear. Probably. It's a good chance. There are some dissenters, but have you seen a comment section? There's always dissenters.
Okay, so it's the full moon now, so we've got about
2
4
more
weeks.
nights. Yeah, because it's 3 nights of full moon. They've just had the first one. You got another 2 nights.
Wait, so
So the end of the full moon is the deadline, not the start of the next full moon?
Yeah, in this case.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, we need a plan.
Yeah, so my read of the situation, he pulls out a notebook, like we've got like multiple pages like taped together and sort of like unfurls them, and says, so I think this Cheryl woman is at the center of it. I think she's recruiting. I think she's only recruiting men, strong men, muscular men to become werebears, lycanthropes. We know there's a den somewhere nearby. This frat house seems to be an epicenter. Very unusual behavior for lycanthropes. To recruit, to take off their clothes before transforming. This all seems very unusual. I haven't quite pieced out.
No, it's usual.
Oh, it's usual. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Or is it usual? I was mostly through my bottle at that point. I'm not 100% sure there.
Okay, so 6 months ago, Cheryl and Vanek come here to start a new werebear group. And so they go to the frats where they can find all these buff dudes.
Is Fanik new?
Yes, they both came here about 6 months ago.
Okay.
You, Meg overheard at the party talking about who's new, who's been here for ages, all that sort of stuff.
Well, I don't know who Fanik's recruiting, but
I mean, I think he took Ethan for a walk trying to bring him in, so.
I sort of give Ethan a sort of skeptical up and down. So buff, maybe not buff. Not sure what the criteria is, but it's clearly selective.
So they decide they want a bunch of men, and so naturally they hit the frats and throw even more parties than usual. Or I guess that information about the lots of parties came from Cheryl.
It's daytime, there's snows. Sorry.
I just said she probably didn't see us for that. We should bring this close to that information.
All right. So yeah, you guys, so you would have all changed your clothes because Meg and Ethan's clothes were damaged last night.
Size absolutely not change his clothes.
All right. Yeah, it's snowing. It's daytime. Amber, what are you up to? Going to get some food.
Yeah. I'm gonna pop round to the deli and bring us some sandwiches. So we can eat some egg-based sandwiches. Each one slightly different to everyone's taste that I already know, and some coffee so we can plan.
Okay.
I fire up Google Earth and start looking at the topographic map of the area around, topographic and satellite maps of the area around the frat house, trying to find places that seem like there might be a den.
Right. Oh, okay. There is. Yeah. There is. Yeah, there's like a regional park northeast of town that has some hills in it. Actually, there's like hills in northeast, southeast, southwest, northwest, lightly wooded in every direction.
We should move by the frat house.
Yeah. All right. So that's all northwest, and that's where the attacks have happened as well. Right. Ethan, you're just helping out planning and looking over the maps and stuff as well, or?
Yeah, I don't really have an idea what to do. Maybe, if you think it's worth a shot, I can try using the imp stone and seeing if maybe the little imp can lead us to the area, like some sort of sniffer dog, maybe.
Okay.
I
Possible.
got an omnibus count for the imp.
Sorry, you got a what?
An almond croissant for the imp.
Oh, okay. Classy. All right. Then it's like, yes, master. And it's sort of warily circling this croissant like, what is this? This looks divine, master.
That's a terrible insult from an imp, isn't it?
Oh, it's suspicious, but it's like, smells good. And it sort of grabs a piece and sort of nibbles on it, and it's looking around warily.
Yeah. So, I have a special job for you. I'm guessing we probably have some food from the bears that we found around.
Yes. Yep.
Okay, I need you to take a good whiff of this and then locate where the owner of this bird is at the moment. So
Okay.
let's use magic. So let's see how well. Oh, good.
Wow, so many failed rolls. It's like, I'm not a dog master. I have no sense of smell. It looks like bear fur. Look in a cave. He kind of shrugs and disappears. Now, because you've done this sort of thing before, Ethan, you know, if Fennec's interested in you, then you could use yourself as bait to lure him somewhere or to come and meet sort of somewhere and get more information because he's interested in you. He didn't just kill you outright. So you may have some leverage there.
Yeah, I'll use the bait. Yeah, in that case, I guess we're just gonna... Ethan doesn't know anyone in this town, I would say. So
Oh no, there's a fair few towns. Actually, you do know some criminals in town because you were doing like a counterfeiting operation with them. So we can say you know a couple.
Is there still like $100,000 of counterfeit cash in the back of Amber's van?
No, he did say he stashed it somewhere safe first.
And we left that body behind that we found in the woods?
No, we called the police after we would have done damaging to it.
Okay, is there any news about that body?
Yeah, just bear attack in the woods.
Is the hiker anyone in particular?
Nope. They didn't say name it or anyone or anything. They just said there's bears attacks in the woods. Just be careful when you're out there.
I think when we went through that person's things, we found they were connected to the frat.
Yeah, we found that they were the Jurassic. The frat guys. Okay. Well, since they have nothing better to do, Ethan's just going to call some of his underground connections and see if they can find out if and see if they can get him Vanik's number. So that he can just try and...
Well, you can just ask around the front house.
Oh yeah, so that.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So...
he's not in his room. His room seems suspiciously empty and tired at and tidy at the moment. But yeah, people haven't seen him today.
Do you perhaps know his number?
You ask around. Yeah, one of them's got his number.
Yeah. So by getting the number, Ethan's just going to send a text message to Vanik.
Yep.
There's no use in really calling him. Just send a message saying, "I thought about your offer, and I'm willing to negotiate. Time and place."
Alright, so is it like a cafe in town, or is it somewhere out in the woods, or where's the meat spot?
I'm pretty sure if I organize the time and space, that he will probably not show up. So I'm leaving the time and space up to Vanik. Even if...
Oh, so you're willing to meet. Where would you like to meet and when, sort of thing? Yeah.
I'm going to come to bite us in the ass, but
perhaps literally. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm guessing that this is probably the only way to get him to meet us.
Okay. He doesn't respond for a couple of hours. But yeah, he'll respond later on. In the meantime, so you have the sandwiches that Amber got. Really, really good food here.
Suspiciously good food in Bozeman.
Oh, I've got theories.
Good job.
If we can find out where Cheryl is likely to be, maybe like while Ethan is talking with Vanek, I can see if I can get anything from Cheryl, or she said she wasn't afraid of me, but seemed like at least to know who I was and be interested in getting me out of the way. So maybe her guard will still be down, and I can either find out some information or, hopefully not get kidnapped. But
So we're going 2 baits. There's only one Meg. Normally, the whole bait thing is to keep them busy so Meg can come in and beat someone up. We had 2 Ambers at one point. We burned the other one, which may have been a short-sighted move.
By the time you've seen Cheryl, she's been like at the college campus. She's obviously not a member of that fraternity, but she's obviously a member of one of the sororities, I think is the term for it. I don't know, I'm not American.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she's hanging around there. You've seen her around that area. You could ask around there and see if you can get in contact with her. Actually, no, Ethan had her number.
Oh yeah, he did.
Oh, yeah. But we tried it last time. She didn't pick up.
You could message her and say, look, I've got some information I think may be relevant to Dana being missing. That was the person she wanted help finding.
We could do that.
I could call her from a number that she doesn't have, or text her. I mean, I wouldn't pick up a number that I didn't know, but
Yeah, so you could get a burner
like
phone and
2010.
get the number from, yeah.
If we want to do that, because she doesn't have my number anyway, so I can just call from my phone. But Sai's point is well taken, that doing that means that I'm not going to be protected by Meg. But I mean, we've only got a couple. Here's my pitch on this. We've only got a couple days, and if we play everything safe and neat, then we'll maybe do half of what we need to do super neat, and somebody's going to be a lycanthrope forever.
Maybe.
Maybe. So,
Yeah, no, you're right. We can't afford to waste time.
but I'm open to other plans.
I think Vanek is the more likely to attack. That just seems his style.
I guess also if Vanek infected us, then he's the one that we need to target. If I understand the lore correctly.
Yes. That is what this site on the dark web suggests, at any rate.
Oh, dear. All right. So about an hour later, Vanek responds and says, yeah, meet, 8 o'clock tonight, a mile west of the campus.
When's moonrise tonight?
Like 6:30.
So, should I go in alone and you guys follow behind me, or should we just all go together?
I bring up that area on the map that I have up, and sort of like try to get a sense of like where this is, like relative to the locations that we've already identified, whether it seems like it might be a plausible location for a lair.
Possibly. There's a few hills in the area that are lightly wooded. It's definitely shielded from town enough in terms of sight and sound. Are you getting any other equipment before tonight, or just using what you already got? Or
I think Meg is going to hit up a local thrift store, and in addition to replacing her leather jacket, just buy up all of the silver they have.
okay,
Because silver seemed to work on this thing before, so if they've got anything that's pointy and silver, like
trying to
walk out
gouge
with
its
like
eyes out with a silver spoon.
half a silverware set and a candlestick. Or...
Yeah, and you're just holding it there and just chucking it like a circus.
Meg is a
All
little
right.
desperate.
Amber, are you doing any preparation stuff?
Yeah. From thinking about the meeting place, it is probably one that we should all be there for. And if we can manage to kill this guy, then we can deal tomorrow with the lady. I'm gonna get bear spray from the Walmart. What else does the Walmart have? I think that's what I would be doing, is getting supplies from the Walmart that would help in.
I mean, you could probably get there's like a Sears in town, so you could probably get like a flare gun or like a siren if you want a loud noise to try and scare it off. It did talk, so it's not exactly just a bear in the head sort of thing.
Yeah, but it's bear mace just because it sprays far, not just because like, oh, they're bears, even though that's also fun. But like you can spray it from a distance. So flare gun for sure, because nobody likes getting shot with fire. And and it'll help see. And then some bear mace. The location I missed exactly. So it's like a wooded hill that Ethan's gonna have to walk through the woods to. So there's not going to be like we're in the back of the car and can just jump right in.
No, you're going to have to be on foot.
And they're going to notice that we're on foot. I can't think of any way that we could be sneaky. It's not like we're going to be like, yeah, we all get ghillie suits and sneak through the woods.
No, but if they're scent based, you could chuck around like pepper or aniseed or something to kind of all around the area to mask your scent.
Thinking like they'll sell at like the hunting supply section like deer musk.
Yeah.
To like confuse some scents. So dark clothes and deer musk, and maybe we come in a different angle.
And hey, you might make it really hungry.
We're gonna smell
delicious.
Actually, I've never smelled deer musk in real life, so I don't know, but I assume it's pretty rough. Yeah, so it's hunting. That's what I get. Those general supplies.
Yeah. All right. You sure you skipped it tonight, or was there anything else anyone wants to do?
I want to research Cheryl. Try to track her down online. What her history is.
Yep. Yeah, apparently there's some photos of her in Chicago a couple of years ago. There's some local sporting competition. I will get you to roll. That would be. This isn't. Is it really investigative mystery? Yeah, I suppose it's an investigative mystery.
All right. A lot of them. They live in the Midway. 8 plus 2, 10.
Yep. So you get 2 from 2. Yeah, 2 from an investigative mystery.
All right.
You could use Meg's question if you want.
Oh. No. I mean, the most important thing that, well, this is for researching, probably from researching her. What is being concealed here? Like maybe I encountered people who'd left comments on her Facebook page or an old blog post that she's a live journal she used to have, or all sorts of things where I theoretically could encounter some information.
There were some other. There was some women that got hassled by some guys back in Chicago, and Cheryl went in to defend them, and just said, these women were being stupid, and they, the guys did nothing wrong, and yeah, she went into bat for them. And because you rolled that well, you can sort of follow up police reports, and later on, the guys that she was defending just seemed to disappear.
All right, getting a sense here. Lycanthropy cult, something like that.
And yeah, I can give you this one. You look at, because I spent so much time looking around. Yes, there is a history of werebears in Chicago, and there used to be lots, and over the years they've sort of died out or moved on.
Local hunters making the city inhospitable for them.
Yeah. So like in 1900, there was lots of werebears. It was a real issue there.
Yeah. Is that my second question there?
Yeah, if you like. If that's useful to you.
Sure.
All right. So.
Well, no, if I can do that as a follow-up, or maybe as part of that, what can hurt it?
Oh, you heard it was a silver.
Okay, I just want to see if there's something special that I picked up, like maybe some account, a Chicago werebear monster hunter who noted something unusual about this, and I did some unusual technique.
Well, there's a few about fire because they got fur, so it burns them, but they'll regenerate that back. Silver hurts. That's sort of across the board with all the legends. So.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we've only really got the one true silver weapon.
No, you had two. Amber had one as well.
Yeah, like a
letter opener.
We have one true weapon.
Meg's got the Colt knife. And also, she has brought back, a drawer of silverware and candlesticks.
How complex would it be to, I'm sure silver melts pretty easily. If we got, I don't know, like a cast iron or something like that, and used it to melt some silver, and I'd dip some knives, some hunting knives in them or something like that, or some bullets. I got shotgun shells. You can't really silver encrust shotgun shells. It's more of
I feel like this is more of an Ethan and Meg thing.
Yeah, I'm suggesting ideas, but obviously I'm occupied for the day, but
I'm thinking if Ethan or Meg wants to have a go at sort of silver coating some either bullets or some knives, it'll be act under pressure because you got to do it right.
Happy to try.
Yeah, Ethan is just going to help Meg out in that case.
So you're using your move, your helping hand. So
yeah.
Yep.
So she gets a +2.
Cool. So do you have
just
to
roll
the
way? Yep. So roll plus cool. No, he doesn't have a roll. He just said he's helping out.
Oh, okay, cool.
So was Ethan spend a lot of time in technical studies at college, or did he know a guy that made his own ammo, or where's his experience coming from?
Seeing his criminal backstory, he probably knew a few guys that would just make their own makeshift shanks and whatnot, so he can just knows the melting temperature of the various metals in.
Yep.
Probably how to just mold them. I want.
Okay.
All right, so we're out in the parking lot, and
In broad
Meg,
daylight.
she's stronger, is holding a torch up to some forks and banging on them with a hammer. And Ethan is giving suggestions. All right, so this actor under pressure. So I roll plus cool, and then I add Ethan's plus 2 as well.
Yep. All right, so you can have 2 knives and 10 bullets.
Great.
You don't notice the silver will last. They might like wear off the knives after a couple of hits or whatever, but the bullets, well, it doesn't matter if it wears off. You've already shot them.
Cool. All right, so I think we can give one of those knives to each person who doesn't already have a silver pointy thing, and then distribute the bullets among the people with guns.
Yeah, this will only work like a revolver type thing, right?
Yeah.
Free floating bullets.
Yep.
So is
If
it-
you want, Ethan can take one of the knives, since he's going to be in a meeting with Vanek.
Yeah, I was figuring,
Yeah.
like, since Meg has a real knife and Amber has a letter opener, that if Ethan or Sai wants one of these knives.
Ethan's going to take one of the knives, since he doesn't have any silver weaponry. And it's going to be up close to Vanek. If Sai wants, Ethan can give his revolver to Sai, so he can have like some silver bullets to shoot.
Yeah, how many silver bullets should we have? The split, we
10.
should split them like 10? Okay, so we each have 5.
I mean, that's all you should need, right?
That's all we're gonna get.
All right. So you're going to go into the woods. You're going to, like, your deer musk and stuff to sort of hide your scent in the area. Are you going to be standing with Ethan, or is he going to be standing and 3 of you sort of nearby, or what's the tactical setup?
I feel like they're gonna be like maybe possibly like watching come in, or worried there might be like other ones. So I was thinking if we took 2 cars, like Ethan came alone from the farthest possible, and we like if it's like a hill, we kind of could come from the other side of the hill.
Right, because they probably expect us to be coming from town.
Yeah. Yeah, so you can take a long route around.
I think we should come from a different direction for sure, but I don't think there's any point in like trying to be cute about splitting up. They know that there's more than one of us. They know. I mean, like, you know, that we should just all come together. I mean, Ethan and Meg can be in the front, and Amber and Sai in the back or something. But
Okay. I for some reason I got in my head they were expecting him like alone or something like that, but I realized that's not the case. So that
We
makes
never
sense.
did specify.
Yeah, they didn't say. When Vanek was talking to Ethan, Amber and Meg were not around. I mean, at no point did they mention you guys being associated together.
He did see us in the woods together, but Vanek might not piece together that, or we're actually like
Oh yeah,
a group.
yeah, no.
Like, he might
Oh,
just
that's
think,
right.
Oh yeah, we did try to kill him.
Yeah, so 3 of you were there for that. So yeah,
It might put him off if we were just there.
so you can just hide nearby, and your scent is masked by the deer musk and stuff. That's fine. All right, the moon comes up. It's a cold night. It stopped snowing about 3 in the afternoon. So, but yeah, it's still cold out here in the woods. Vanek sort of wanders out. Ethan, you all right? You there?
yeah. Over here, just a bit sore after you. And it points at his shoulder.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Sorry about that. It's a bit. Yeah, when people pull out weapons, I get a bit nervous. But you know, it'll. I can help you deal with that. You could be like me, and a day later it'll be gone. You seem like a smart guy. Could be a good move for you.
Yeah, potentially. So let me let me just get this straight. What exactly is all of this? Like, it's not every day you just see someone turn into like a giant bear.
It could be for you if you want.
Why me? There's a lot of water, more fit guys at the party. Why did you single me out amongst everyone?
Some of them are a bit, well, stupid. I want someone who can think and who can adapt, and you seem, I don't know, you seem cool and interesting. I don't want to watch hockey all the time.
Yeah, that's certainly flattering.
All right. Are the others just sort of hiding in the bushes, or are you up a tree, or? Amber, Meg, sorry.
I think we're sort of hanging back in the bushes a little ways away.
Yeah.
Okay. You can hear what's being said.
I
But
mean, being up a tree is not a very safe space against bears.
Well, yeah, are they brown bears or black bears? That's a key.
Yeah. Well, we know they climb trees. That's the important thing.
Black bears, not brown bears. Oh, they can climb trees, so they are. Yeah, they're brown bears, right? I get it now. But yeah, I think we should listen and see what information.
Yep. So yeah, he's saying, you can regenerate wounds, you can be strong, you can hang out together, we can go hunting.
It just seems like he wants a friend. Yeah, okay, so how does this work? You beat me last night, so that's all, or do you have to do something else?
You have to taste some of my blood.
Oh.
Was it that loud?
No. It's very like.
All right.
Do you have to?
Well, that's how it works. Are you concerned, or are you just okay? This is just a conversation, Ethan.
Yeah, it's a conversation. Like, actually, how did you think it? Can we do something like an IV drip instead?
Can you do what instead?
Like the IV drip.
Oh, yes. You could drink some stuff. Meg, roll read a bad situation. You hear something crack in the woods, like a footstep or something. Eight. Hold one. Okay. So one of those.
What's the biggest threat?
Not here. You know, he seems, Vanek seems keen to bring Ethan on board. He's not like menacing in his tone or in the way he's looking at him, which is kind of worrying.
Shit, you guys, I whispered to Amber inside. I think we're missing something.
It is a full moon. Probably another attack somewhere else.
All right, so
On the plus side, we're no longer on the clock.
Yeah, that is relief.
okay, there's a bear leaps out of another bush and is charging straight at Amber. Megan Sai, what are you doing?
I am gonna put myself between that bear and Amber.
Oh, shucks.
I
So?
I throw my silver knife at it.
Okay, roll kick some ass.
Love that for me. Not +2. Luck. I'm lucking that. I'm sick of biffing kick some ass rolls. So that's 5 luck now.
Must have the XP.
I've gotten some XP this week. I feel good about where I am.
All right, so the knife hits the bear and it sort of staggers for a second, which gives Meg more time to step in front of Amber. The bear that was running towards Amber says, "I'm sick of running from hunters," in a slightly feminine voice. Vanek is just sort of turned to watch. Amber, what are you doing?
Okay. I guess I'll shoot the one that is immediately attacking with.
So Ethan and Vanek are over here having a chat. You guys are sort of over here. A bear's running towards you. So I threw a dagger. Meg stepped in the way.
And basically, I threw a silver dagger, the silver knife I have. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I need to get out of the way, otherwise I'm going to get trucked by this bear. I thought it was for some reason it was like staggered or whatever. Okay. Yeah. Well, then I will definitely get out of the way and ready myself to shoot if I can't do that in this moment.
Well, you can do it. You can sort of step out of the way, take a bit of cover behind a tree, take a shot. Yeah, go for it.
Well, actually, no, not take a shot. Better, because this is going to have to do a couple things. Bear mace. Roll bear mace. That's the plan. Which I will...
It still kicks some ass, but yeah. Well, it's act under pressure, because you're not physically hurting it, but you are seriously screwing it up.
Okay, 11.
Damn. All right. So it's going. Yeah, it's roaring and it's got this stuff in its face. It's not happy. Ethan, are you doing anything at the minute? Vanek's just watching and sort of looking at the bear and looking at you.
Get information, buddy. Just pumping.
I think, like right before, like the other bear, like I jumped out. Ethan was going to ask him, "Are there any more of you?" And then like the bear.
Well, he's like, you could join us. We could hunt together. Decide before it's too late.
Yeah, Ethan's just going to kind of like walk towards him, like just put like his arm around him, like on the shoulder, and like quickly pull out the silver knife and just like put it at his throat, like just.
So you're sort of protectively standing back with your knife out?
I it moved towards Vanik.
Oh, okay, you're gonna stab him.
Put his like try to put his arm around him and then just like pull the knife.
Sort of
Still-
take
Oh,
him
okay, you're gonna try and take him hostage. Okay,
Yeah, basically.
That would be act under pressure.
Yeah, okay, accent of pressure. That's cool. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna use my luck for that.
Okay.
Because if I don't, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get mauled again.
What's a mauling between friends?
Like it's a one possession type of thing, not.
Okay, so it watched the other bear. Vanek watched the other bear for just a second too long, and you were there. Bang! Ran, get him in the headlock with a silver knife. Are you saying anything?
Call your friend off.
Stop, please. Stop. It will be hard for the other one to actually hear and stuff in a minute because it senses being garbled by the mace. Yeah, so that bear's sort of shaking its head and it's kind of boring its ears and eyes. Meg, are you doing anything?
I want to take a moment to look around and see if there are any other werebears charging at us.
No.
Good.
So yep, no, it's just that one in human form and this one in bear form. All right. So are you doing anything?
Just check my moves list here.
You could open up your mind and touch the werebear.
So if you let me do one minor thing and one more important thing here. I'd like to. I've got a watchman's flashlight, so I'm just gonna click that on, just like give Meg some light to see by in case she got to do something. And at that moment, I'd like to open up my mind.
Okay.
Or have my mind opened, even though I don't necessarily intend it.
What's the worst that could happen?
Alright, so roll plus weird. It's an 11.
And you gain a definite impression. Something that is important.
So not a hazy impression.
For a brief second, you see what Vanek sees, and you get a strong sense of, is she going to help me? He doesn't really trust her. And okay.
So like the flashlight comes on, and then just sort of goes like off in the distance for a second before snapping back. And then Sai, with a moment of colder than he normally is, turns to Meg and says, "We only need one of them."
Yeah, I think Meg is going to go ahead and attack that bear that Amber maced.
Okay. It's still struggling with its senses. So if you want to attack it, go for it. So 8. All right, so 3 harm. That's claws at you sort of defensively, minus whatever armor you've got. But it's just a claw; it's not like a bite. And it's like, and it says, Vanek, you deal with him. And Vanek starts to change. Raw, act under pressure, Ethan. Vanek's muscles start to shift as he gets bigger.
Okay. That's an 8.
So you can either graze Vanek with the silver knife, so it stops his change, but he's gotten away from you, or you're hanging on to him, so you could go for a vulnerable spot, but he's fully changed.
I feel like if he fully transforms, it's just going to be a bigger issue than if I stop him now and then try and do something else. Yes, I'm gonna take the first option.
All right. So you just graze him with the silver knife, and he starts to change it, and then stops, and but he's free, but he's in human form still. Like that? What? Wait, what? And then the other one is that's it, and roars and charges at Meg.
I'm gonna try and again attack with my special.
All right, Amber, are you going to do anything before it collides with Meg, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna use a move that I don't normally do, and I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to say as I look at it. But I have I can use plus charm to protect someone if I tell them what to do.
Yeah.
So I can like yell to Meg.
Get its leg or something, or so it can't run.
Like dodge left. But like, yeah, maybe it's noticing that it's kind of like limping on a little bit on like the leg that Meg got with the knife, but isn't like immediately seeing that. So I'll just be like, left, and that's it. So that's plus charm. Okay. 11. Which is I protect them, okay, and I get to choose from some other things.
You got to hold the enemy back, so it has to kind of circle around to come at you both again. Or you can have it focused on you.
I'll have it. I think it's still going to be focused on Meg. Just that would make sense. So maybe let's say it staggers and I get a shot on it. It does extra. So yeah.
That's fine. So you inflict a little harm with the silver bullets. Okay. So it's now sort of eyeing Amber and Meg. Ethan, Vanek sort of maybe this is right. Maybe this shows we can look after each other. We don't have to fight.
Oh, am I supposed to get harm from that?
No. No, because you rolled a 10 plus. It wasn't. Yeah.
It says you suffer some or all of the harm they were going to get, and then a 10 plus you choose extra, and then I chose inflict harm. So I think I was supposed to get harm. For
Well,
that.
two harm then, minus whatever armor you've got.
Yeah. I haven't
so
been damaged enough.
Yep. It's also messy, so it's like a big claw mark across your chest or shoulder or whatever. Sai, what are you up to? Vanek's still trying to have a heart-to-heart with Ethan. The other bear thing is circling around towards Meg and Amber.
How bad does the female bear look?
It's got a few sort of gashes in its side. Doesn't appear to have slowed it down. Of course, it's running on adrenaline at the minute, so.
Yeah, let's see. Helping out is not great because I have... Sure, whatever. I'm going to use my flashlight to try to help Meg out.
Okay.
Even though I have a -1 to cool. This will go great. Trying to keep this werebear limed in the spotlight. So
that way I can target a vulnerable spot or something.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Hey. That's a 10 minus 1 for a 9, +1 to the roll, but I expose myself to trouble or danger.
Yeah. So you're a bit too close, so if it decides to just reach a paw out and get you. Alright. Alright.
Yeah, so I guess with that help, if it makes sense, Meg could go ahead and try and...
Yeah, go for it. All right. Let's inflict harm on each other. So yeah, 3 points minus armor.
Okay.
Yes, it has bitten your arm.
Ah.
Some of you must be pretty wounded. Well, yeah,
I am now in bad shape.
Yep. Vanek's trying to get Ethan to come with. He's like, "Come on, let's just go."
Vanek, okay, you think you can always see that Vanek is being a genuine healer. Right, so here you go. Vanek, you will need to help us. Like I can see you're not really into this whole thing. I hope, but like it does seem like you just want like a friend, like someone just to hang around a bit, and we can do that. But you need to help us deal with.
All right, so roll. This is manipulate someone, so roll plus charm.
Okay, that should be good. An 11.
All right. All right, so he starts walking towards the other one and starts to get bigger. Amber, what are you gonna do?
Can Ethan jump on Vanek's back as he's transforming into the bear?
Okay.
Ride the werebear into battle.
Why not? Like I made a friend with a bear.
Okay, so one of the bears is charging towards Meg. Vanek's walking towards the other bear with Ethan on his back. Amber, what are you doing? You're muted.
Thank you. It stumbled, slashed me, rounded again on Meg, and now is being charged. If I can distract it long enough, it'll just be a bear-on-bear fight, and we don't have to get so hurt. But it looks like it's good. She's gonna reach Meg before Vanek reaches her. Is that
Yes.
right? Okay. Then I will. You know what? I'm gonna do the protect someone again. I'm gonna tell Meg to jump, and there's like a tree branch to hang on, and the bear is gonna run past, and then the bear trucking will happen. If this works.
It works in the movies.
An 8. So yes, but I'm gonna get that harm.
Yep. So 3 points of harm as it claws you and smacks you down to the ground. It'll probably be like your back and your legs as you try to dive out the way or something. So you've also suffered quite a bit of damage.
Yeah, so as you said, so that was 3 points?
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm at 5, so I am in need of serious medical attention.
Jolly good. All right, and then Vanek is in bear form and leaps on the other one, and they're fighting away. I'm just going to do a random roll here. I said high is good for Vanek, and it wasn't. So, the other one, the one that changed first, kind of throws Vanek into the air, and he smacks against a tree, and then goes to run off.
Since I was riding Vanek's back, could I potentially make like a jump attack as you were approaching?
Okay.
Did you give me your revolver, or do you have the revolver?
I give it to you.
Okay.
So let's kick some ass.
Yep. Oh no. I think you unless you want to use some luck, then you missed and you got your back smacked into your thing. So you can like walk, but you're in a lot of pain.
So that's how much harm?
Just 2 from smacking into a tree, basically. You stumbled and fell into a tree rather than actually got hit by a bear. Sigh. What are you up to?
So the female bear is running?
Yes. It's wounded because it got hit twice by silver stuff, so it's been hurt.
Can I just have some regrets? Some prep I didn't do. I easily could have. It's heading away from me, so I'm going to unload my silver bullets for my gun in its back as it goes away.
Yep. It's kind of running right past you because it doesn't consider you a threat. So, yep, +1 to the roll. It's big. It's right there.
This is more dangerous than my initial interpretation of this was. 11. Natural.
All right. Yep.
Yeah, so I am...
Inflict terrible harm if you want.
Sure. I'm unwounded. It's fine.
All right. So you blam, 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 and it just stops and slows down. Yeah, slows down and slumps to the ground. Just, the 3 lots of silver wounds. And, after a minute, turns back into Cheryl's form.
Dead?
Appears to be. Ain't moving.
Well, that felt somewhat satisfying.
Then it sort of looks at Cheryl and looks at Ethan and runs off.
Oh, no, wait, oh, don't, oh.
Yeah, Ethan's gonna just try and like just yell. Ready to go.
Oh. On the bright side, we don't actually have to kill him to avoid becoming werebears.
Yes, no, this is a, I mean, on the whole, in the bigger
some
sense,
legends, yes, in some legends, no.
yeah. No, he's made it pretty clear that to complete the transformation, you'd had to drink his blood. None of you have drunk any werebear blood, right? Then we're good.
Amber has a memory of being offered a suspiciously dark wine glass, but she didn't take it quite wisely.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
On
the downside, fuck, that's a lot of blood.
Yeah, so let's, I'll try to apply emergency first aid to the wounded people and try to staunch the worst of the bleeding. Even just like a roleplay thing. That's
Yeah. Yeah, they're definitely going to need to go to hospital. The ones at 5, which is is it Tim as well? So I think at least 2 of you are.
Looks like Meg and Amber are at 5, and Ethan's at 4.
Yeah.
I gotta say, if
4 or
I
more.
got to
Yeah.
wish,
So
Yep. So you're unstable. I'm just doing emergency first aid, and then I want to search the body. Is it naked?
There's
no items on it.
Just like a pair of jean pants and a small cotton top, which is they're both a bit stretched. Obviously, there is a photo in the back pocket of the jean pants from Amber and Meg from back when they were in college, and it just says Hunters ! Written on the back.
Well, I take that. Again, using my a fresh pair of rubber surgical gloves. And say, all right, let's get to the hospital.
Yeah, that would be smart.
All right. So you head back in the town, drive down the main street with all the "Welcome to Bozeman" signs, and
welcome to Bozeman. Come on, we know what's going on here.
All right, so you'll just go to the hospital. What are you telling them happened? There's quite a bit of wounds here.
Bear attack, obviously. That's not uncommon in the town these days.
You get put in the same ward as Nick. They just sit in the beds and we'll bandage you up. And he's like, hey.
I can't help you move right now.
Nice. Right. All right. We'll do end of session moves. Did we conclude the mystery? Yeah. No one's going to become werebear. You know what to look out for. So you get 1 for that. Did you save someone from certain death? Yeah, 3 of you saved each other. As well as a bunch of other people because you stop those guys going out into the woods on their own, so that counts for that too. Did we learn something new about? Yeah, there's different sorts of lycanthropes and that. There's good food in Bozeman. New and important about one of the hunters. Ethan's attractive to lycanthropes.
I can't think that enough.
All right, so 4 EXP each.
4 each, okay. So that's a pop, and then I'm at 2.
Yeah, I also get a pop, and I'm at 3 again.
Yep, you don't have to decide now. You can think about it and let us know the start of the next session.
Yeah, probably choose something next session.
Is there? I mean, you get fixed up at the hospital and go back to the main your flats and stuff, which is in Cody, Wyoming. Is there like an epilogue, like the next day or the next week that, or for both, that one of you wants to do, or sorry, all of you want to do?
Yes, I'm just trying to think of exactly how to frame this. So someone else wants to go first.
Oh, the news report, will either be bear attacks, and if you see a bear, follow these dot point suggestions and stuff, and yeah. Amber, any epilogue for you? You think a week later or a day later, or is it just getting back on with normal life?
Yeah. Yeah, this is as horrible monster shows go. This is more physically traumatic than like psychologically traumatic with tree people who look like me and cults who want to kidnap my friends. So like this was almost a palate cleanser, but not really. So it's back to normal life. Amber is like, and I think Amber's an unlicensed private investigator.
Okay.
More doing things for people, and maybe else like does odd jobs to get by. But
Yep.
So is like snooping on an affair is
Okay.
is where we see her.
Yeah, so sort of checks the notes on the phone, checks the spare spray in the car, and yeah. Okay. Ethan, what do you see you doing like the next day or the next week or?
So the next day, Ethan is sitting in his apartment. He sends a message to Vanik, telling him that he doesn't seem like the kind of guy that would like just indiscriminately just attack people. And if he's ever if he ever needs someone to talk to, he's free to send a message to Ethan. And as he finishes sending that message, Ethan is going to, I believe, receive a phone call.
Okay.
From a number.
Yep.
And he's going to pick up the phone and be like, hello. Yes. So you already heard about the situation in Bozeman? Yeah, nothing too serious. Everything went as well as it could have, I believe. Yeah, I'll keep you informed on all the new developments. Until next time then, Mr. Elderberry.
Nice.
What do we see Meg doing?
So, given her resilience, I think by a few days better, Meg is back to, doing her training routine. So we see her, doing some push-ups. She mostly just has, some cool new scars. But I think she spends more time than usual sort of, getting out that silver cult knife and sort of looking at it. And I think the next 2 times that she passes by the opportunity to buy some pointy silver things, she's gonna go ahead and pick up some more pointy silver things.
Okay. I think Jasmine will want to take you to the cinema or something. She's happy to see with you and just do some non-work stuff for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sai. What do we see Sai doing? Do you think?
It is. It's hard to tell what hour it is because all the blinds in Sai's cabin hidey hole are fully closed and blocked off, like taped shut, so that no light can go in or out, which is not unusual. It's just how it usually is in here. Like there's one or two that can open if he wants, and those have been shut off. And we see Sai pacing in his high nervous energy way. He takes a drink of something like pinkish. It's very he's like back and forth. And finally, just like he just walks over to his computer, closes his eyes, and presses send on an email to Imogen Blackburn Elderberry that with a subject line that just says, "We need to talk."
That's his mother, is it?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, cool, bananas. All right. Any stars and wishes? Also, I'll start to you lot, because I was just going to have a like a dumb werebear that was just killing stuff at the full moon. But you guys went on and on about this werewolf den moth, and I thought, you know what, I can go with that.
Yeah, sorry to you for going with a creative monster hunt with a creative ending that was not solely hacking and slashing the monster to death, but also did have some of that fun hack and slash.
Yep. Any wishes or stand-up moments from the others, or?
I mean, starts out everyone else. There's just a lot of great, I think, creative role play moments and creative problem solving here today.
Any wishes? Brandon, you want to go?
Yeah. It was a great fun mystery. I like everyone. Like the party was a really fun scene. Overall, everyone was kind of off doing their own thing. Everyone felt imperiled. Particularly, I like the scene where she walks in and closes the door on me, like more than when we were fighting two werewolves. I was like, I'm in danger. I feel so imperiled and tense right now. So thank you, star to you, David, Blake, for that scene. Yeah, always enjoy how everyone plays their characters. Ethan loved you like talking Vanek onto our side, not just being like, oh, we have to kill two werewolves now, and probably one of us dies. I'm sure, like, if we had to fight two, I think one of us would have died. We're gotten close. And wishes, it'll probably happen as a mystery presents itself. But yeah, I wanna put Amber in more like stupid, mundane danger. Like, I shouldn't be here doing this. This is ridiculous and dangerous, but it's okay. I'm here to check it out. As much as I'm like, the realistic thing to do would be to have everyone here. Yeah. Otherwise, I'm looking forward to the next mystery.
Okay. Dom, you want to go?
Yeah, okay, so first off starts to you, Blake, for the creative improvisation on the mystery.
Yeah, it went well, I thought.
Yeah, like I really enjoyed it. Starts to my characters for, again, doing a very job playing out their scenes and their characters. Brandon said, I really enjoyed like the party scene and how everyone went about doing their own thing, and the challenges they each have to face. And I guess I start to David for getting your wish of silent getting hospitalized for one session. It only costed 3 of us going to the hospital instead of you. As for the wishes, I'm looking forward to seeing. Also like a start to the Vanik NPC. Like I enjoyed how he turned out. Like in just like mindless drone,
Yeah.
or just like a big murder machine, but just like a guy that's appears he didn't want to be in a situation, and like it felt like humanity had like a bit of like a heart to heart
Yeah.
in the woods.
Well, I
As
figured
for-
she's like recruiting guys and like testing them, and they kept failing. And he's like, I keep meeting these guys, and then they keep dying. He just wants someone to, he was just lonely. He wanted a bro.
Yeah. Yeah, and for wishes, I guess the only wishes are to see what's in store for the group next, see what happens, see how the bigger pictures and all like the visions and everything pan out.
Yep.
I would also like to see maybe, because we're going to have a final showdown with like the big court of Zanks. Like that's kind of like what I believe it's leading up to. Maybe, maybe not. You might just throw a wrench in that. So I'd be like, I think it might be like interesting, like if at the end, like we call in all the allies that we made through these adventures to help us, like Jasmine to like help us
Yeah.
and
I
something.
mean, she's already been attacked, and
Yeah.
Nick got put in hospital. So
Yeah, yeah. Panic like just shows up like in out of the need, like just
Yeah.
bursts through the door in
I've written that down. That's all right. He'll be back.
Yeah, but that's for me.
Gray, any southern wishes?
Yeah, stars to you, Blake, for running a great mystery. It was a ton of fun. It was very exciting. I loved the plot twist with Cheryl. Went from someone we thought was more of a victim to turn out to be behind it all. Ethan, I loved your conversation with Vanek in the woods. That was really cool. Yeah, and David and Brandon, great job as always playing your characters. I feel like we've really the characters all both have very distinct personalities and like have distinct roles in our monster hunting, and I think that's cool.
Yeah. Surely good. All right. Oh, in the stream there.